What's up, Greg Faxon here. Today what I want to talk about is how to create a lead magnet for your coaching business. If you don't know what a lead magnet is, it's basically a free PDF or a free cheat sheet, ebook, free quiz, something that you offer in exchange for the person's email address. And the reason why that's important is because it allows you to build an audience. Specifically, it allows you to build an email list. And email lists are really valuable because it's basically a collection of potential clients, people who you have their contact information, you continue to build that relationship, you can send out content, and ultimately you can offer your programs, you can offer free strategy sessions to those people. And you've already warmed them up. They already are looking for you for advice and for coaching. And so you're basically creating a list of leads that you can tap into at any time. But how do you decide what your lead magnet should be? If you don't know what to create, then it can really stop you in your tracks and you might not be collecting emails at all, and you're losing potential clients every time someone comes to your website and there's really not something compelling to opt into. What I found works best with my clients, and based on the research that I've done, is a very short PDF, 1 or 2 pages, that's either a cheat sheet or a checklist or a very short guide. The problem with video series and long ebooks is that they require too much effort on the part of the person who's opting in. And what we want is for your lead magnet to be perceived as a quick win. If I have to watch a 4-part video series, that takes a lot of effort and time. Now, can those work? Yes, but I wouldn't have them be the first thing that has someone opt in. So, for example, webinars can be a great opportunity to convert potential clients or to fill your calendar with free consults. But I wouldn't offer that as the main way that you get new people to opt in, because that's a big investment of their time. They're going to have to sign up, show up for an hour-long webinar. And same thing with a very long ebook. A 100-page ebook could be super valuable, but I'm not going to perceive it as a quick, easy win. So now that you know what type of lead magnet to create, let's talk about what should be in that lead magnet. And this depends entirely on your ideal client, what you help people achieve, and how you're different from other coaches and other options out there. So I'm going to use my current business as an example. My main lead magnet on my website, and the one that's performed best for me over time, is called the 21 Ways to Find Potential Coaching Clients. The biggest pain point, the biggest problem that the people who I serve have is that they don't know where to look to find people who could ultimately sign up for their coaching. They just don't know where to start to get that awareness to ultimately get people on their calendar and have them become paid clients. And so I've created a PDF, it's 1 or 2 pages, and it just lists the 21 different options that I found have worked for me and my clients in terms of marketing. And so it's really valuable, and it's perceived as a quick win because people say, okay, I can print this out, I can see if I've missed anything obvious that's just going to be easy that I can do today, and I can have it as a reference to make sure I'm covering all the bases in my marketing. So let me give you another example. As I'm building this new fitness coaching business, and if you haven't been following along, I'm going through my own course called Coaching Business Bootcamp to build a business in the fitness coaching niche, helping people lose weight. It's time in the course for me to decide on how I want to build my audience and specifically what lead magnet I want to create. So number 1, I'm going to go for the 1 or 2 page cheat sheet because, again, I found that works best. So one option I considered was some sort of tool list, a list of tools or apps. I don't really use a lot of tools with my clients to help them lose weight, so it's not a good option. But in my current business, for example, I have a free opt-in, which is my 5 favorite productivity tools that I use every week to run my coaching business. And that is an opt-in that gets a lot of leads. So that's a good example. In my current business, it's not such a great example. So it was in my brainstorm, but I'm not going to go with that one. The next option that I had was a body weight workout for traveling, right? So I could give them sort of a body weight circuit in 1 or 2 pages. They could print it out and take it with them. Very quick win, very valuable. And maybe that's something I'll create in the future. But again, it's a little bit too tactical in terms of what I really work with people on. And so that's not something that I want to create right now because I'm really trying to have this coaching business be based on an inside-out approach to weight loss, and that lead magnet doesn't speak to that so much. So the final option that I had for my lead magnet was the 5 biggest mistakes that busy people make that keep them from losing weight, right? And there's other ways we could put that. We could have it be, the 5 habits to do every day to lose weight, or 5 habits of people who stay lean all the time, right? There's lots of different titles that we could go about. But that is really what I want to focus this article on. So it's going to be an article, and then I'll also make a little cheat sheet, like a free summary guide that they can print out. And we're going to go through what are the 5 habits or the 7 habits. We'll see when I build the thing that help people lose weight sustainably and consistently. And these will be the 5 habits that I help my clients with, sort of the 5 habits that I put in place right away that give them a quick and easy win. So for example, one mistake might be not scheduling your workouts. So they always get blocked out because you're busy and they just don't happen at the end of the day. So a habit would be each week actually putting on your calendar when you're going to work out, and if something comes up, moving it and treating it like it's an appointment with a client or it's a phone call that you have to be at, and keeping that promise to yourself. So that's just an example of one thing that someone could do that's going to get them a quick win that week, because they're actually going to work out and they're going to be able to build that consistency in that habit. So that is what I'm going to go with for my lead magnet. And again, I don't know the exact headline and how it'll work out, but it'll probably be something like the 5 mistakes that busy people make that, keep them fat. I probably won't say it that way, but 5 mistakes busy people make that prevent them from losing weight. When someone sees that, they're like, all right, it's a quick PDF. I can see if I'm making these mistakes, and it builds that curiosity. And that's another really important piece of creating a good lead magnet, is you want to have it be specific to who you serve, how you help them, what you help them accomplish, but also you want to build curiosity. And when you have a list of things like the 5 ways or the 21 ways to find potential clients, it builds that curiosity. It makes people want to download it, and so they're willing to give you their email list to do that, and then you can build a relationship and give them value over time. In a good lead magnet, you don't just offer a solution, but you actually reframe the problem so they see it in a way they've never seen it before. For example, in my lead magnet, I'm not saying, here's the ideal breakfast that you could have every day. That would be a good lead magnet. It would be compelling, but it wouldn't help reframe their perception to how I help people. And this new lead magnet that I'm going to do, the 5 habits or whatever it turns out to be, each of those habits will reframe their perception about, oh, maybe it's not just about eating the right things or working out. Maybe it's actually about how you design your life to make a sustainable habit and sustainable progress with your weight loss. And it will speak to this inside-out approach of there's certain mental habits that help you lose weight without having to deprive yourself or go on crazy diets or restrict your calories unnecessarily. So that is what I'm going with my lead magnet. I hope it's helpful for you, and we'll talk next week. Hey, so thank you so much for watching that video. If you've been enjoying my tips and my strategies around building a coaching business, then I want to invite you to a live event that I'm doing in September called Foster Your Roster. It's going to be in Washington, D.C., September 29th and 30th. And what's really cool is it's going to be 2 focused days, a weekend event that's going to help you figure out a game plan for the next 6 months of your marketing. So if you don't know where your next client is going to come from, if you feel like marketing has felt like a chore, or you just get overwhelmed by all the things that you could be doing, these 2 days are going to be a really condensed version of being able to create a strategy that's going to work for your personality, that's going to work for your strengths, and is going to help you create a line of paying clients and build a 6-figure coaching business. So I'm really excited for it. I would love to see you there. If you want some more details on how to sign up, go to fosteryourroster.com and you can learn more about it, and you can sign up if it is a good fit for you. Take care.